Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing our series of interviews exploring what project management looks like when it's not in your job title. Because let's face it, a lot of people make projects happen every single day without ever calling themselves project managers. And today I'm thrilled to be joined by Helena Ros Pérez, who manages programs at a non-profit organization supporting refugees and displaced people in Spain. Her work focuses on helping individuals rebuild their lives with dignity by coordinating different initiatives that she will talk about today. So thank you for joining us, Helena. Welcome.
Thank you for the invitation. I'm glad to be here.
So to start off, could you tell us and our audience here on YouTube what your role is about? As you say, the channel is not really about project managers and people that have project management in their job titles. It's about people that have different positions but do project management in their daily lives. So could you tell us a little bit what your typical day looks like?
Yes, I'm in charge of the Spanish program language for the refugees, asylum seekers that come to our organization. So usually my day starts with checking emails, of course, and my job actually is to manage the whole program. Usually I have a meeting with all my colleagues in the different cities in Spain that we are as organization. Then I got meetings with a supervisor and other managers, and we figure out the tasks for the week. The main task we do is to solve doubts from the colleagues from the other cities, revise or supervise more, budget, deadlines, and all this kind of stuff.
And every language program, as you said, for what you discussed, the budget and the tasks, it has always an end date, start date to start with, and then an end date. Is that correct?
Yes, it depends on the program is open constantly. The people is entering in different dates. So for each person, we have to design an itinerary, like a language itinerary, we call it, and do actions for the learning of the language of this person.
Then every person that is entering a program is like a project.
Yes.
Because every time you have to think what could be the deadline, what could be the tasks, and so on.
Yes, and the main difficult for us is that every person could have a different time. So there are people that is starting on January and finishing after 3 months, and other people that is finishing after 6 months or 12. So yes, we have this program. In the program, there are Spanish classes. So the people is going. Also, we do extra activities like museums, old culture activities. And I'm the person, like the manager, that is solving all the doubts from the colleagues that are face to face with this person.
And that way we kind of came already to the next question that I wanted to ask you about the types of program or initiatives that you're managing. And as you said, it's not only about learning the language, it's also about the cultural activities. So that way, as I'm understanding, you're working with various stakeholders. So it's both your colleagues, first of all, like trying to organize between yourselves. Then you also have people that are entering the program. And do you have also contact with those people that organize the cultural activities? Or
yes, I don't have a direct relation with the people who's learning the language, asylum seekers and refugees. I had years ago, but then I changed to this position. My colleagues are seeing these people every day. And my relation is more with the stakeholders. For example, academies that offer us the Spanish classes, or other companies that offers us, for example, licenses of applications to study the language. Also, we work with companies that support some of our projects. Some companies also like to volunteer with us. So we do, for example, language exchanges with the workers from these companies. So I manage all this, like all the coordination and the organization. All this is my job as well. Yes.
So, well, from what you have told me, that's already a lot of different, let's say, balancing and managing and communicating.
Yes.
And apart from what you said, that you have your meetings when you organize tasks within the team, can you please also tell us a little bit more in the details, which tools or maybe techniques or frameworks you use to organize yourselves and to organize your work with those stakeholders? When you know that, for instance, next week I need to talk to this company that offer these services, how do you keep everything on track and everything well organized?
Yes, every week, as I said, we have this meeting. It's a meeting of the whole team. In that meeting, we set the goals for the week and we talk about the future actions. So we calendarize them.
Mm-hmm.
So we use online calendar that is shared by the team. And then calendar for the week and for the month and for the future, for next month.
And do you use any specific tool like Outlook or?
We use Microsoft because we have it for the organization. So we can even, for example, reserve a space for the meeting, even with a calendar, because we have it all linked between us. It's interconnected. And with the offices. Then for my own organization, my task, I use a notebook where I usually note every task I have to do or the next meeting, what I want to talk about, the points. Yeah, it's not very modern way, but it's the one I use. Yes. And of course, my own agenda, paper one as well.
So you're trying to keep it like both digital and still sticking to old school, which is not bad if we talk about like digital detox and also like some habits. So it's not a bad thing. Okay, so like in every project or initiative, there are times that things go wrong. And I would like to ask you if you could share a time when things didn't go as planned, and how did you navigate those times, those obstacles? Maybe which tools you used, which techniques you used, just to share a little bit as well that.
The main thing that usually happens is the deadlines. We are always late. So we reorganize all the time the calendar and we try to see why we were late, see if we can next time do it better. Then, for example, we had to finish the classes before some months ago because of the budget. We had to speak with the team so they understand the reasons and what happened. So yeah, we had a meeting where they could also speak and ask questions. So we tried to communicate directly and be transparent. I think that's a very good point for project managers.
Yes.
Skill, yeah. And yeah, for example.
Actually, the things that you have mentioned, late in the deadlines and running out of budget, these are two typical like challenges that are happening in projects and initiatives across the world. Doesn't matter how many times you teach people like to do retrospectives, to maybe put some buffer time, things still can go wrong, and these are the two things that usually happen, so it's not something unexpected. And yeah, you have mentioned that you are like reflecting on what could be improved for the next time. So this is also, I would say, part of the project management best practices you are already applying in your job. Okay, so now I would like to move to the next question and actually ask you what you have learned like from all your projects and initiatives that you have run during these times, and also taking into account that you're working for an NGO, which can be a slightly different environment. Okay, but also for our audience, I want to tell that if in the previous interview we were talking with the person that is working for an NGO where you have volunteers, so it's one thing. There you can find like some problems maybe with motivating staff, right? And the volunteers that are not receiving any monetary compensation. Then Helena is working for an NGO where actually she's getting paid and she's an employee, and all her colleagues are also employees. Can you tell us maybe what you have learned, okay, like throughout these years of working with this organization about managing people, priorities, and some uncertainty that you just want to share with the others from your point of view?
For me, and that's my point of view, is very important, as I said before, to be transparent and to have good communication skills, because it depends how you communicate to your team. One thing is going to change if you communicate on one style or another style.
Yes.
So you have to be transparent, because if not, they are not going to trust you. And a team that doesn't trust their manager is not going to work. This is one of the things. And another thing is that as an NGO, we are supported by the government. We have the budget from there. So we have to be very careful with that and be accurate in our work. We do provisions every month. We see how much budget there is and how much we can spend, and we do changes all the time because of that. It's a public budget, so we have to have all the documents that say what we were doing. So the proofs, let's say, that we were doing classes, how many groups we had, all these that people is signing, going. So yes,
Justifications.
Yes, justification.
Okay, thank you, Helena. So before we wrap up, I'd love to hear, is there any initiative that you're working on right now that you would like to share, something that gives you hope or motivation, or something interesting that is about to happen or maybe happened?
So we are working on two big projects now. One is about an application that we are doing to learn language, but from literacy levels, for people that doesn't know how to write or doesn't know how to read. So we are doing an application. We had some books for that level, and we are converting them, turning into interactive. Mm-hmm. Let's see. We are on that. We are testing them. So yeah, that's one of the big projects. And another one, we are organizing a story competition for the people who's learning Spanish. So they must write a story, and we are gonna give them prizes. Yeah, there's gonna be a competition, and we would like to then print these stories to make a book with these stories, so people can read them. Yeah, that's like the two main projects we have now, apart from the program from every day that is the classes. Yeah,
that seems like an excited project, like the one to turn the books into the application and writing the stories. I think people will like it because it's like a gamification. Yes. Doesn't matter that we are adults, we are still children inside, so we like to have games and we take it much better.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Helena, for sharing your insights and experiences. It's such a powerful reminder that project management is really about creating impact, and it's everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's in your job title or not. We apply the best practices or somewhat practices of project management, depending on the industry, on the team, on the job, everywhere. So it's really about creating impact, building trust, as you said, because trust is one of the main values in project management. Without that, nothing could work. And also making things happen. So this is how you're also making things happen with the program every time with a new person that is entering the program. We would like to thank you, Helena, today. Thank you for joining. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming talks on leadership, collaboration, and project management in action. And with that, we would like to thank the guests and see you in the next interview. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Helena.
Bye. Thank you.